CBS Sports Saturday continues now. Again, Brent Musburger.
Good afternoon, everybody. Plenty ahead of us here today as we have championship boxing action, the Women's National Gymnastics Championships, and, of course, the latest sports news of the day still to come. But right now, Rolando Navarrete and Bazooka Limon are nearing fight time with the WBC Super Featherweight title at stake in Las Vegas. Let's check in live with Tim Ryan on the last-minute preparations. Tim?
All right, Brent, as usual, a lot of fight people here in Las Vegas to watch this one, and many celebrities here as well. They all know that this should be a real war, a street fight, an action fight, because these are two very tough guys. Bazooka Limon is trying to win back the title he originally held by winning the vacant crown here against Ildefonso Bethelmy of Venezuela. That was after Alexis Arguello moved up in weight, and thus the vacant title opportunity. And in the 15th round, he sent Bethelmy to the floor and went on to win by a knockout, as Bethelmy had simply had enough against the assault in the final round from the tough Mexican fighter. Bazooka Limon has 33 knockouts in his 45 victories. He is considered one of the toughest punchers at 130 pounds and is trying to regain the crown that he lost to Cornelius Boza Edwards. The champion now is the man who upset Boza Edwards with a 5th round knockout here on CBS last August. Rolando Navarrete, the super featherweight champion at 130 pounds of the WBC from the Philippines, now living in Honolulu. It's all coming up, an action fight live from the Aladdin in Las Vegas. Back to you, rated by the WBC, Rafael Bazooka Limon. And coming in finally here, and the champion, meanwhile, resting on his stool in the corner to our right. Here is Bazooka Limon. As usual, there will be a number of Mexicans in the Las Vegas area, and he has a big grin for them as he enters the ring. And now let's go up to our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, into the feature attraction this afternoon. 15 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World. This is the main attraction. And I present to you now on my right the challenger from Tlaxcala in Mexico. He wears red trunks, weighing in at 128¼ pounds. The #1 contender, former world champion Rafael Bazooka Limon. And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, the defending champion from General Santos City in the Philippine Islands, wearing black trunks and yellow trim. At 129¾ pounds, the veteran WBC Super Featherweight champion with the nickname of the Guns of Navarrete, here is the champion, Rolando Navarrete.
Rolando Navarrete, known in his native Philippines as the Lion, defending his crown for the 2nd time today. He is 25 years of age, made it just under the 130 limit, has a slight height disadvantage, as you can see, 5'5½" against the taller Limon, 5'7¼ Limon in at a neat 128¼ We've been watching him train out here the last couple of weeks. He is in outstanding physical condition. He has a doctor monitoring all of his workouts, checking pulse and blood pressure and so on. And the doctor tells us that he's in the best shape of his career at the age of 29. And conditioning has been questioned. That has been questioned in the past in terms of Limon's performance, including his 15-round loss to Cornelius Boza Edwards. However, he's been in some rough, tough fights, particularly against Bobby Chacon. We'll see if he's got the legs to go with the younger tattooed champion today. And Limon comes out slugging in round 1. Limon in red, the champion in black. The referee is Joey Curtis, scoring on the 10-point must system by 3 judges at ringside. 1 from Hawaii, 1 from Mexico, and 1 from Las Vegas. And they are Tomatsu Tomihara, Anselmo Escobedo from Mexico, and Dave Moretti from Las Vegas.
Tim Limon came out and said to Navarrete, "Here I am, fella, let's start the fight."
I don't think there'll be any looking there. Both southpaws, as you can see, leading with the right hand. Although Limon will throw him from both sides as the action moves along. Gil, I know you were impressed with the combination of Navarrete's against Boza Edwards. Good right hand to the head by the champion Limon. Navarrete stays right there with him.
Tim, they've both been hit with some solid shots already in this fight. The big punch that you have to look out for, though, is Navarrete's right hook. It's a tremendous punch. He can take anybody out if he hits him clean with that punch.
As we saw on the tape in the pre-fight, landing that punch against Boza Edwards. First round action scheduled for 15, 130-pound championship of the World Boxing Council. We've had two action-packed fights in recent weeks here on CBS. Boom Boom Mancini winning the crown from Mark Frias. Alexis Arguello defending his title a week ago against Andy Gannigan from Hawaii. We expect the same kind of action here today.
Limon threw a couple of range finders a little south of the border, Tim. Just a little south of the border.
Limon is 45-11 with 2 draws, 33 knockouts. Navarrete, also experienced, 42 victories, 9 defeats, 3 draws, 22 knockouts. Good solid right-hand shot by Limon landed to the head of the champion. Under a minute to go, round 1. Heavy punches by Limon, and a good sharp countering right from Navarrete.
That's that big right hook of Navarrete's, Tim. Devastating punch.
Navarrete defending well against those 2 punches from Limon. They did no damage. He caught them with his glove. Watching Navarrete in training early last week. Lands 2 good punches there, and Limon put his tongue out at him in derision. Watching him train, he was they felt kind of finely tuned, and he took 4 days off of sparring. This is round 2. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy, scheduled for 15 at 130 pounds. The WBC Super Featherweight Championship. The champion in black, Navarrete. The challenger in red, Limon. Some heavy punches landed by both fighters in the first round, but not non-stop sustained action. They've been doing some boxing here through that first 3 minutes.
Tim, looking at Limon, he has to win most of his fights on pure will and toughness because he does everything wrong. He punches wide and he punches with his arms. And when he does punch, he leaves himself wide open for any good, sharp counter.
Navarrete, this moment in the fight, this early going, seems to be looking to counterpunch. That's what he did in round 1, and he started that way again here in the second round. Navarrete, trained by Tony Rodriguez, managed by Paul Sakamoto. Well-known Julio Hernandez working the corner of Limon. His manager is Ricardo Maldonado.
And neither trainer is going to lose the fight to them, Tim. They both have experienced cornermen.
Oh, good solid counterpunch by the champion. Just as you pointed out, Limon left himself wide open for it. Now again, he's sticking his tongue out. Navarrete, these are 2 macho boys in there.
Tim, that's what I mentioned about Limon's toughness. That was Navarrete's haunted right hook. He landed right on the button, and Limon's still standing. And taunting Navarrete. What a tough guy he is.
Second round action, live from Las Vegas. Good body shot. Counterpunch. Back from Navarrete. This is going to be a war of attrition, I sense. 2 strong, determined young men. Both very confident. Limon has not been too kindly in his comments about Navarrete. He calls him a second-class champion. Under a minute to go. Round 2. Toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring with body shots. Good solid body shots again from Limon that landed. And a good right hand landed to the head of the champion, and another short one. Under 30 seconds to go, round 2. Left uppercut scored by Navarrete, and again Limon irritably looking back at him. Hard to stick your tongue out with a mouthpiece.
Tim, I wouldn't want to see him get hit when he's sticking his tongue out, I'll tell you that.
Final seconds of round number 2. It's been what we expected. number 3 of this WBC Super Featherweight Championship bout. 130 pounds, the champion Rolando Navarrete, top of your screen in black. Bazooka Limon from Mexico, the challenger in red. Heavy punching in the first 2 rounds on the part of both fighters.
Tim, it's unusual to have southpaws fighting against each other for a championship of the world. You don't see that too often, you know?
No, you do not.
If there's anybody in the audience that doesn't like to watch southpaws, Tim, they could set up a mirror and look in the mirror.
I'd like to alert our local stations along the line. At the end of this round, we'll be taking a 30-second station break. Already blocking that left hand of Limon.
Limon does everything that you tell a fighter not to do, Tim. He sticks his head in there, he drops that right hand and throws it wide, leaves himself wide open. But I guess his toughness makes up for everything.
Well, in round 2, he paid for it on 2 occasions that are vivid in my memory already, where Navarrete threw right hands back over and really scored heavily, but Limon just stood there and grinned back at him. We saw his toughness against Boza Edwards. He got up off the floor, went the full distance, even though he lost the fight. He was throwing heavily at the end. Navarrete appears to snap his jab a little better, and Limon just kind of sticks his out there and tries to land the big one behind it.
And Navarrete throws correct punches, and again, Limon is what we call an arm puncher. He swings. Navarrete does snap his punches.
Swung that one and glanced off the shoulder of the champion. Rolando Navarrete has defended his crown once against Chung-Il Choi. Had to get off the floor to win that fight, stopping Choi in the 11th round. An unknown young Korean with just 12 fights gave him quite a battle. Under a minute to go in round 3. A little blood on the bridge of the nose of the challenger Limon. Not sure whether it's from the nostril or not. We'll try and get a closer look. Left uppercut lead. Limon pulling back from the counter punches of Navarrete, and he lands a good solid uppercut, does the champion. Under 30 seconds to go, round 3. Solid left scored by Limon. We'll be back with more championship boxing after this word from your local station.
Well, here you see a wide punch from Limon, and he pays for it by a snapping right hook and a straight left hand from Navarrete.
That punch from Limon landed right on the belt buckle, and we expected to see some of those kinds of punches. So far, it's been a relatively clean fight for 2 guys with bad reps.
Tim, I told you they were two gentlemen.
Round 4 coming up. Limon, the challenger in red. Navarrete, the champion in black. Blocking that wild right hand from Limon. Limon misses with the left and then scores with the right. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy live from Las Vegas.
Big exchange there, Tim. They wobbled each other.
2 good body shots by the champion. Solid right hand to the chin. Limon, the challenger, and he hangs on. First time he's grabbed in this fight.
He was shook, Tim. He was hurt. And Navarrete knows he hurt him.
Short left hand by the champion, not much damage. Now Limon again derisively pointing his chin forward to Navarrete, trying to convince the champion that he was not hurt, but he was shook. He was shaken also.
Okay, Tim, any way you want it.
We'd like to alert our local stations along the line. At the end of this round, another 30-second station break upcoming.
Tim, Navarrete does everything better than Limon. He's a much better technical boxer, but Limon could possibly out-hustle him. Every round, Limon is the guy that's throwing most of the punches, and it depends on how the judge looks at a fight.
Left-hand body shot by Navarrete. Didn't follow up on it, however.
He's throwing one at a time, and then when Limon unloads, he'll unload 6 or 7 at a time. That could make a difference in the scoring.
Left hand landed by the challenger. That one blocked. shaken off the effects of that good solid punch. Takes another one and backs him up.
Then that's that big right hook. And hit him right on the chin. Didn't shake him. He's got a chin of iron, this Limon.
Under a minute to go, round 4, scheduled for 15. Champion lucky to be here. Was in an auto accident a couple of months ago. Car was totaled and he wasn't hurt at all. Has been bothered with a little bit of a shoulder injury suffered in sparring. Good solid left to the body from Navarrete. Limon so far showing he is in shape.
South of the border, Tim. A big one by Limon south of the border.
Another right hand hook by Navarrete scores. And they go toe-to-toe here in this 4th round. Less than 30 seconds to go.
And let's box.
Limon in red, the champion Navarrete in black. We approach the end of this 4th round. We'll be back with more championship boxing after this word from your local station. We're looking at some action now from round 4. You'll see the champion Navarrete boring in and backing up Limon. There's a solid right hand and a good left. Good combination by the champion Navarrete. Good round for him. And later in that same round, a solid right hand that nearly knocked Limon down, but he maintained his balance. So far has indicated that he is in superb condition. We're back live now from the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas, round 5. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy. Navarrete in black at the top of your screen. Limon, the challenger, in red. 130 pounds. The weight, the super featherweight, the WBA calls it junior lightweight, and now we see a little shuffle here from the champion Navarrete, whether that's for himself to get himself going or to try and psych out the challenger. We're not sure.
Well, you have to remember that Muhammad Ali fought in the Philippines, Tim. He probably watched him one day, and he's trying it out now. It's not the right time to try that kind of stuff out, though.
Keep him up there.
Scored a right hook coming in. Limon missed with his wild swing. Close fight as we see it so far. And if that blood was from the nose of Limon, it has not proved to be any kind of a problem for him yet.
It's amazing. Yeah, he's ahead. Thank you.
You're talking to our producer, Gil?
Yes. I talk to myself sometimes.
What were you talking to him about?
When you get old, Tim, that's what happens. You start talking to yourself.
Early happy birthday to our Gil Clancy, who celebrates 1 tomorrow, and I'm not giving the count. Halfway through round number 5. As we see it, we have Rolando Navarrete slightly ahead. This early going through 4 rounds. Navarrete again bouncing around, doing his Ali. Pretty good imitation. Under a minute to go in the 5th round. And he scores a solid right hand. He scores the whole thing. Landed a good right hand. And another solid left. And another right.
The right hook of Navarrete's been the big difference in this fight, Tim.
Listen, Limon says, come on, let's fight. Cut out the nonsense. Well, it worked for Navarrete. He drew in Limon and landed 2 or 3 solid punches in a row. Already. Great confidence. They both have shown that. Under 30 seconds remaining, round 5.
Okay, and let's box.
For Limon to win this fight, Tim, he has to go back to that non-stop attack and take chances.
Navarrete lands a right hand again in the final seconds of this 5th round. Live from Las Vegas. 2 tough young men. Round number 6, Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy live from Las Vegas. It has been a very grueling struggle thus far. Not the kind of sustained action you saw, say, between Frias and Mancini, but very heavy punching by both the champion Navarrete in black and Limon in red. So far, we have given the advantage to this point to Navarrete, who just lands another left hook to the body.
He seems to be starting to take control of the fight. Limon is going to have to do something different. What he's doing now is not working because he's getting beat to the punch, and Navarrete's hitting him with heavy counter punches. He's throwing those wide arm punches, and they just aren't effective.
Former champion Cornelius Bolza Edwards lifted the crown from Limon. He's in attendance here today, watching the man who took it from him, Rolando Navarrete, and hoping that he will get an opportunity to win it back. Figures to be either Bolza Edwards or Edwin Rosario, ranked number 2 in the world, who will get the next title shot in this WBC edition.
Tim, you almost got hit with Navarrete's right hook that time.
Yeah, he can really rip it. I mean, when he's that close to ringside, I guess we should be ducking a little bit. Just missed with that right hand. And picked it up and backed out. Navarrete setting the pace. He picks it up, he slows it down.
He's in control. He's doing what he wants to do. That's why I say Limon has to do something to upset him. Keith can't keep going like this.
Navarrete, again, just missing. Limon, again, we commented he has showed he is in good shape. It was a question mark. It has been before. Watched him train. He's in superb condition. He landed a right hand there. Navarrete slaps him back, just catching to the end of that right hand. Under a minute to go, round 6, scheduled for 15. He has a counterpunch to the champion scoring. Navarrete, solid punch, drives the challenger into the ropes above it.
Let's box this. That's it.
What's happened here, Tim, Limon has taken a couple of those good stiff punches, and he's not the same Limon. He's afraid to take that chance that he usually takes. He's usually a non-stop fighter. But now when he throws those big punches, he gets nailed, so he's hesitating, taking his own style away from himself.
He landed a left and paid for it with a right hand back. Under 10 seconds to go. Round number 6. Round number 7, Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy, live from Las Vegas, the challenger Limon. Slipping behind on our scorecards at least, the champion Navarrete in black.
Well, he started out the round, Tim, as if he had been listening to me. Came out and started to throw those punches in bunches the way Limon usually fights.
29-year-old Limon, 25-year-old Rolando Navarrete. Both experienced boxers. Had more than 50 fights apiece. Started as teenagers in their respective countries. Limon, Mexico. Navarrete in Manila, the Philippines. Solid body shot. Backed up Limon. So far, to their credit, it's been a clean fight. We've seen 1 or 2 low blows from Limon that did not appear to be intentional. It appears that we may have seen a lot of fouling so far being allayed here in round number 7. Solid inside punching and a good right hand to the chin. Limon stayed right there. Navarrete really blasted. Lands another combination. Navarrete might be discouraged here. He's landing big punches. He's going forward. Another combination.
Limon has a chin of iron, but even iron can get worn out. My goodness, he's taking some punches.
7th round, toe-to-toe action.
This is what he has to do to win the fight, and he can't win it by outsmarting Navarrete. He's got to outgut him. That's what he's trying to do now. He's trying to take the punishment and take the heart away from Navarrete.
Gil, I sense a little loss of power. There's 2 low blows to the champion. A little loss of power in the punching of Limon, it appears to me, in the 7th round. No doubt taken out by the tremendous shot taken from Navarrete. Under a minute to go. He is in great shape. Another short, long left for Good body punch by Limon got through. Misses the next two. Navarrete, a short left-handed. Final seconds of this 7th round slugfest. Big right hand by the champion. This is round number 8. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy live from Las Vegas. The champion, Rolando Navarrete, punishing the challenger, Limon, in round number 7, but unable to knock him down as Limon has just stayed there despite the punishment that he's been taking.
Tim, he's trying to out-tough him. Limon's trying to out-tough him is what he's trying to do, and he's taking those bombs. You know, Tim, up until the time that Navarrete knocked out Boza Edwards, he was just considered a good, tough club fighter. But it's amazing what it can do when a fellow wins a championship of the world. He walks around, he says to himself, gee, I'm the champ. Believe me, he's improved 25% since he won that world championship. He's a much better fighter now.
An excellent point, Gil, and it's so true. We've seen it with other champions who won championships and suddenly 2 or 3 fights later look a lot better. Good, solid left hand leading by Navarrete, landed. Navarrete, as we pointed out, become quite a hero in the Philippines. There's even a comic strip over there that features him as the lead character, and he's also going to be making a movie playing himself in the Philippines. Limon, also somewhat of an actor, has had some stage work in Mexico and wants to continue in that business after his boxing career is over. Slight cut on the bridge of the nose of Limon, the one we commented on 2 or 3 rounds ago. It has not been any problem thus far, but we can see a slight nick on the bridge of his nose. Oh, good solid left hand landed by Limon. His best punch of the fight. Blocks the champion, Navarrete.
Right here, right now, Mr. Limon figures out the left.
Navarrete lands a right hand lead.
Mr. Navarrete, your right hand. Come on around the left hand side. All these fighters came in.
Any questions about Limon's conditioning have been answered. Whether his legs hold up for 15 still remains to be seen, but he's obviously in great shape and he's taken some huge bombs from the hard-punching Filipino.
Tim, he's fighting right in the eye of the storm, and he's paying for it.
Under a minute to go, round number 8. Challenger Limon landed an overhand left hand, lands an overhand right hand. Just got Navarrete from him. Yes, he did. 2 big punches. Stopped the champion in his tracks. Now he's standing there. A good solid uppercut. The challenger Limon has the champion in trouble. Navarrete will not hold on. He's standing there slugging. The crowd coming alive. The partisan Mexicans in the crowd. Cheering for Limon. Navarrete slugging with him. What a round, number 8. Under 30 seconds to go. Both of them missed.
Tim, we said that Limon was trying to take the heart out of Navarrete, and that's the only way he could win the fight. That's what he's trying to do.
There's blood from the nose bleeding now. Champion has his nose bleeding. Limon trying to press the advantage now, coming to the final second. Limon finding inner resources, plugging away at Navarrete, who refuses to move away from there. Round number 9, the challenger Bazooka Limon coming up with a big round in the 8th, and having the champion Navarrete in trouble and Gil. Navarrete just refused to clinch or move. He just stood there. I know if you were in his corner, you wouldn't have him doing that.
Well, Tim, we said these are 2 macho guys, and they get insulted if you miss them with a punch. That's exactly what's happening. But this, Tim, is a key round. If Limon can put 2 rounds together back to back, then he's really in this fight and has a chance to win his title. But he has to have another good round now.
We have Navarrete well ahead since the 3rd round when Limon on our cards was leading 2 rounds to 1. We've given all of the rest of them to Navarrete until that 8th round. There's another toe-to-toe effort in the middle string. Limon banging away with both hands.
Tim, he's getting good distance now. He's edging in, edging in. When he gets in position, he's really unloading.
Now Navarrete backs up Limon with a combination. If you're hearing another announcer occasionally, it is Mario Silva, who we believe is doing radio for Hawaii, and incidentally was the former trainer of Andy Gannigan that is working as a radio commentator today. So if you hear another announcer occasionally, it's an excited Mario Silva doing his commentary. We'd like to alert our local stations along the line. At the conclusion of this round, we'll be taking a 30-second station break. Navarrete in black, Limon the challenger in red. We have had everything we expected from 2 tough young men. Stolen left hand from Limon, staggered the champion. Navarrete's in difficulty, but he stays there again.
He's in trouble, Navarrete. He's really in trouble.
Limon trying to land a clean one, but Navarrete managed to block him with his arm, and he will not clinch and move away. Now he lands a big right hand. And Limon with a left hand
has the chin. He has the better chin than Navarrete. Navarrete's the better puncher. It gets down to whether the rock is going to wear out the paper, whichever way it is.
A movable force beating an immovable object is what we're seeing here in round number 9.
That's what I was trying to say, Jim, with the rock in the paper.
Under a minute to go, Limon and Navarrete finally showing a little weariness. Both of them dropping their arms. This pace and the power of the punching has got to be taking it out of both fighters.
Navarrete is a little tired, Tim. When he threw that straight left hand, took his weight right off his feet.
They
That's a
both
sign
are,
that you're
though.
tired.
Limon has also lost some zip in his punching. He's thrown a lot of punches in this round. And in the preceding round, his best of the fight. Navarrete looks clear-eyed, but weary. Lands the left hand. Right hand landed, but not with full impact. Limon picked it up. Final seconds of round number 9.
Watch it. Break clean. That's it.
We'll be back with more championship boxing after this word from your local station. Round the 9th, Gil. Let's watch Limon land a big one. There's that left hand over the right hand of Navarrete, and a solid left hand again. And right back with a right hand, and Navarrete just refusing to move out of the way or clinch. Stood there with him. We called the round even on our cards because Navarrete finished it well. But this is everything we expected. A photograph pinned to the chest of his manager, Paul Sakamoto. The champion Navarrete posing there with his young child. His wife Elaine is back home in Honolulu expecting another child. He used that photo for inspiration in his title defense against the Korean Chung Il Choi. After he'd been knocked down, Sakamoto showed him the picture between rounds and said, hey, get out there and win this for your baby, and he did. Again, I'd like to alert our local stations along the line. At the conclusion of this round, we'll be taking a 30-second station break. Round number 10 scheduled for 15. It has been a grueling affair. Neither fighter has been down. There has been no serious damage. Blood from the nose of Navarrete at one point. A slight nick on the bridge of the nose of Limon, the challenger in red.
We mentioned that how hard that Limon trained for this fight. This is probably the best condition he's been in for a fight in years. And it's paying off for him. Navarrete's mouth is open a little bit now.
Just landed a big left hand, but again, tribute to his conditioning. He just blinked in his right back. His doctor, Ismael Del Moral, told me it's the best condition he's ever been in his career. Dr. Del Moral has worked with him the last 4 or 5 fights. Another left hand from the champion and a right. Blowing sweat from the hair of the challenger Limon. Remarkable that neither fighter has gone down because they each hit each other with bombs. Not much zip on that last combination that landed by Limon. A good solid right from the champion. Navarrete likes to throw that right hook underneath, the left hand on top. We saw it against Cornelius Boza Edwards. It worked very effectively as he won the title from Boza Edwards here on CBS last August in Viareggio, Italy.
Limon is staying close to Navarrete, and he's making Navarrete work. He can't rest. I believe his strategy now is to try to wear Navarrete out. The older man is trying to wear the younger guy out.
Under a minute to go, round 10.
He's always where he can touch Navarrete. He stays right on him.
Gil Clancy with Tim Ryan, live from the Latin Hotel in Las Vegas, and the customers here getting their money's worth. Right hand, straight right hand from Limon landed to the face of the champion. Under 30 seconds we go in round number 10. Right hand to the, or left hand, pardon me, to the ear of Limon. And again, we must comment, it's been a real clean fight thus far. Final seconds, we'll be back with more championship boxing after this word from your local station. Tweet of the playoffs with the Philadelphia 76ers, of course, with other ideas. And look at this start of round number 11.
Tim, they had a real cheering section in Navarrete's corner. They told him, let's go, go, go. They sounded like cheerleaders in a college football game. Now we're into the championship distance. It's the last 5. Oh, now it's, they just exchanged tough punches. punches.
Tremendous right hand by Navarrete, and Limon didn't back up at all, but now a left knocks him into the rope. Navarrete pulls away from there. Limon, it's remarkable, not just that he hasn't fallen down, but there's no marks, apart from that slight nick on the bridge of his nose. 10 years of boxing wars as a professional, virtually an unmarked face, and the shots that he takes, and certainly have taken here today, remarkable.
There was another fighter like that, Tim. He was a great old fighter by the name of Gaspar Ortega. He was in a million wars, had about 100 professional fights, never got a mark on him.
Toe-to-toe they go. It's been this way through 9, 10 make it grueling rounds. Round 11 scheduled for 15. Another solid right by the champion. Combination landed, but Bazooka Limon bangs right back to the body. Navarrete, under and over. Really Curtis, the referee, did a good job in this fight. Hasn't had to break him too often, boy. They just stand there and bang away. Very little clinching. Sometimes when they should be clinching, they're not.
Tim, that's how you can tell a good referee. You very seldom see him. He's not in the way. He lets the guys fight, and he still enforces the rules. Joey Curtis is doing a good job, Tim.
Under a minute to go, round number 11. Everybody falling short for that combination. There's a little blood on the face of the challenger, Limon, again. We got another look from our angle. We'll try and determine whether it's from that nick or not. Limon stumbled a bit there trying to clinch with Navarrete. Chain to the body, then to the head. Both fighters.
The difference in that exchange was that Navarrete's throwing the shorter punches.
Solid right hand again by the champion. There's a slight nick under the right eye of the challenger, Limon. Not been any problem. Low blow by Navarrete there. And you can see the cringe of Limon, but no warning for it. Curtis didn't see it. Final seconds, round 11. Round number 12 from the Aladdin Hotel in Las Vegas. Rolando Navarrete against Bazooka Limon. Two strong young men at 130 pounds. Neither has been down. They have landed some heavy, heavy punches. We have the champion ahead on our scorecard, but Limon, the big round in the 8th, has been stronger in these last few rounds, and is certainly not about to fold up. He is in excellent condition, and he scored with a solid right hand to the eye that seemed to bother Navarrete. Right hand scored by the champion counterpunch.
Amazing. Limon winds up to throw that right hand to the body, and Navarrete just waits from it, hits him with that right hook on the chin.
Navarrete in black, Limon in red. Tim Ryan from Gil Clancy. Clancy, we are live here in Las Vegas, and it has been everything any boxing expert would have expected from these two guys. Good solid right hand again by the champion. Limon stands there and wails away right back.
Limon's corner is calling him on. They're saying, come on, come on.
Navarrete wobbled him again, had him on his heels, but Limon comes forward once more. Body shot by the champion to Limon, throwing his punches caught by the arms of the champion. That's as close as their heads have been together in this whole fight, too. A lot of the stuff that everybody expected, we just haven't seen. They've been really fighting a clean fight, a few low blows, and none of them appear to be intentional. It's been a macho slugfest. Another big right hand scored by the champion. Limon batters it back to the body.
Limon is starting to tire, Tim. Starting to tire badly.
Under a minute to go. Down 12, and again, Navarrete straightening up Limon. Combination. The mouth of Limon open now. Or obviously, first time of that kind of fatigue. Navarrete scoring inside. Again, Limon just refuses to back up. Little blood from the mouth of the challenger Limon. Having difficulty breathing now, moving that mouthpiece around.
Those short punches, Tim, it's like going into a threshing machine, and Navarrete's really scoring with those short, snappy punches.
Under 30 seconds to go in the 12th round. Good round for the champion Navarrete, but now Limon is forced to the left right. Navarrete is resting on the ropes over there. May have been stunned. He's hurt. Navarrete goes down. He might not get up in the 12th round. Bazooka Limon. Closing seconds of the round. That's it. It's all over. Bazooka Limon has won the championship with a stunning combination that hurt Navarrete. He seemed to be resting, but he had been hurt, and he could not get his hands up. And Limon, who was behind the way we shot, scored a stunning 12th round knockout of the champion Rolando Navarrete, and regained his WBC crown.
That was some finish. Limon looked like he was tired. His mouth was open. It looked like he just about had it. All of a sudden, he scored one body punch, and it hurt Navarrete badly. Navarrete was stunned, just didn't know what to do, and fell down and took 10.
Unbelievable finish. The tenor of the fight seemed to be in favor of the champion, but Limon has lifted the crown and restored it to his own hand. And we'll be back here in Las Vegas right now. Let's go to break. Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy back here in Las Vegas, and we have seen Bazooka Limon come from behind as we saw it. It'll be interesting to get the cards to see if the judges had him behind as we did to the champion Navarrete, but showing his excellent conditioning we had commented on throughout the fight. He came up with the big blows against Navarrete. There is the now former champion waving to the crowd, indicating he's all right, but he was punished badly. Let's take a look at the knockout again. We'll see that Bazooka Limon, as we have been saying, Gil, had his mouth open, appeared tired, and then suddenly, summoning up some reserve energy, landed a big left hook, then another left uppercut, then a right hand, and right there, I guess, Gil,
he was stunned.
He's out right there.
He didn't know where he was. He's against the, by instinct, he's putting his hands up. Good straight right hand. There was a left hand, another. Oh, Tim, he hit him 4 or 5 clean punches, and down he went.
We'll see it once more from another angle as Limon, showing great resources here, reaching back for that something extra. All the conditioning paid off at age 29. And those two punches now look to us like maybe Navarrete, while he was hurt, was not anywhere near the difficulty that it turned out he was. Because he's effectively out on his feet.
He was stunned by that early right hook, Tim. After that, it was just instinct, the way he was putting up his hands.
So there is the new champion, having won back the WBC crown. He won from the Venezuelan and lost to Cornelius Boza Edwards, and now has regained the WBC Super Featherweight Championship. Rafael Bazooka Limon, congratulations to him. And we'll look forward to further action from him in defense of his crown. Now again, for Gil Clancy, Tim Ryan, returning you to Brent Musburger.